Once, a child visited his grandfather during his summer holidays. He spent all his time playing with his grandpa. One day, he said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" His grandfather nodded and took the boy to a nearby nursery. From the nursery, his grandpa bought 2 small plants and brought them back home. He planted one plant in a pot inside the house and the other outside. "What do you think, which of these 2 plants will grow better in the future?" Grandfather asked the boy. The boy thought for a while and then said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while the plant outside is at risk of many things like strong sunlight, storms, and animals." Grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." After that, the boy left with his parents. For years later, the boy returned to visit his grandfather. When he saw his grandfather, he said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you some ways to be successful, but you did not tell me anything. This time you have to tell me." Grandfather smiled and said, "Sure, but first, let's take a look at the plants we bought a few years back." Saying this, Grandfather took the boy to where he had planted the small plant in a pot. They saw that the plant had turned into a small tree. Then he took the boy to look at the plant they had planted outside. There, they saw a huge tree with branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passers-by. Grandfather looked at the boy and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more? Which is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one we planted outside." "But Grandpa, how is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, yet it grew so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside faced many challenges, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. The plant outside had the freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Today, it is so strong that a small storm cannot harm it. Son, what I am about to tell you, always remember, if you always make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can. If you are ready to face this world despite all the dangers, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as steps towards success." The boy took a long breath and stared at the tree, understanding his grandpa's words. Obstacles, which we consider enemies in life, make us stronger and more successful. Similarly, our life is like a great adventure filled with twists and turns that might seem like obstacles blocking our path. But guess what? These obstacles are like puzzles waiting to be solved. Just think about when you play a game. The fun part is figuring out how to overcome challenges. Life works the same way. Each hurdle you face is a chance to learn, grow, and become even stronger. So, don't let these roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. You've got the skills, determination, and spirit to conquer anything that comes your way. Hope you gain some value from this story and try to implement it in your life. Always keep rising.